Hi, my name is Shanti Welch, and this is my case study. My client for my case study is Nicole J. She's a 13-year-old African American female. A few months, she experienced a traumatic event of being raped at school. Her mother, Crystal, brought her in for therapy to address the behavioral changes and mood swings she's been experiencing since the trauma. Um, the method or the theory that I will be using is trauma focused cognitive behavior therapy. It has been shown to be effective for use in clinics, hospitals, inpatient facilities, homes, foster care services, and schools. Some statistics about post traumatic stress in adolescents. Statistics show that before the age of 18, 1 out of every 4 girls is sexually abused, and 1 out of every 6 boys is sexually abused. 85% of the child abuse 85% of child abuse victims never report their abuse. Nearly 70% of child sex offenders have between 1 and 9 victims. At least 20% have 10 to 40 victims in their lifetime. Nearly 50% of all women that are incarcerated in state prisons reported that they have been sexually abused. And lastly, approximately 1.8 million adolescents in the United States have been victims of sexual assault. So, trauma-focused cognitive behavior therapy is intended for children and adolescents who have experienced a traumatic event and displaying primary symptoms of post-traumatic stress, like affect regulation, problems in their relationships, issues with attention and consciousness, and also issues with self-perception, decreased self-esteem, and also issues with somatization. With trauma-focused cognitive behavior therapy, the plan is to reduce the occurrence of intrusive thoughts and behaviors and upsetting memories, to work with the avoidance of friends, family, social and emotional numbing and hyperarousal. The length of the therapy is typically 12 to 20 sessions, and sessions run anywhere from 60 to 90 minutes. The longer sessions are designed for the parents also to be involved. So with this intervention, where it is focused on the child, it also has portions for the parents because the child is the person that's abused and might be having post-traumatic stress symptoms, but then the parents also have to deal with these children. And depending on the circumstances surrounding the abuse, the parents might be displaced. They might have to go through a lot of things to make sure that the child is in a safe environment. And lastly, trauma-focused cognitive behavior therapy was initially developed for adults who've experienced traumas, like veterans and other traumas. But it has been modified to function as a tool for treating children and adolescents who've also experienced post-traumatic stress. And so we'll start her off. Okay, so my client's summary. Nicole J. is a 13-year-old African American female. She lives with her mother, Crystal. Her father, Rico, is involved, but not in the home. Nicole is the only child in the home. Crystal works a full-time job and has a strong support system. Nicole attends a local middle school. Her grades are average, but recently she has been reported as missing classes and cutting school. So there are problems with delinquency. The presenting problems, Crystal signed up for counseling through her employer's employee assistance program for Nicole. She's concerned about Nicole's recent new changes in behavior and her not going to school and not participating in activities like she used to. During our first session, Nicole and Crystal signed consent for therapy and to agree with the confidentiality. So the traumatic event in this case is that Nicole was raped in the school. One of the teachers walked in, so the police were notified immediately. For change, my targets for change are Crystal and Nicole have not discussed the trauma since the day it happened a few months ago. Nicole seems to feel unsupported by Crystal. So today we're just gonna work on her feelings, her thoughts and feelings. We'll do some cognitive triangling. This is our third meeting. So we spent time already just having general conversation, kind of getting to know each other, and building a relationship. So going forward, we will be talking more about thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, her body image, her self-shame, the destructive behaviors of cutting school, delinquency from school. Using a strength-based approach that utilizes the client's strengths. So the strengths of the client is she is still very optimistic about the future. She plans to go to college. She's very outgoing in that. And I guess we have to find a way to relate how her plans to go to college are being affected by her not right now wanting to go to high school. And then my specific purpose for this case study is to help Nicole recognize her strengths and how the new behaviors can go on to affect her life in the long term. So the challenges for this case is I feel like Nicole hides behind her feelings. She's not being very honest about her feelings. She's very happy-go-lucky, like nothing really bothers her. But you can see that she is bothered by something. So the main goal is to just get her talking and open up about the trauma. Hi.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So how have things been since our last meeting?
Okay.
Yeah. So just a quick recap. We signed letters. We signed a confidentiality agreement. Which still stands. Whatever we talk about stays between us, unless you tell me that you have plans to hurt yourself. Okay. So the last time we met, we talked about the trauma. So this time, we're just going to talk about your thoughts and feelings surrounding the trauma. Okay. So I'm just going to ask you a few questions, and I just like to ask that if at any point during the meeting you feel like I'm going too fast or we're into some territory you don't want to talk about right now,
Okay.
then just let me know.
Okay.
Okay. So that's our last meeting. How have you been feeling? How are your feelings, your thoughts? Like,
Kind of feeling like I don't really want to do much. Kind of tired a lot. Don't really have any motivation
mhm.
to do much.
um, well, what do you enjoy doing?
What I used to enjoy doing would be hanging with friends, shopping, talking
Hmm.
on the phone.
And none of those things really interest you
Not right now.
right now. Is there anything that you do enjoy doing right
Um, Sleeping, watching TV, kind of just keeping to myself.
now? Are there any like songs that make you feel good? Any books you like reading?
Not really.
Um,
Just like
any like
watching.
parks you like going to the
I
walk?
like walking around. I do like walking around. Get some
Okay,
fresh air. Sometimes
that's a
makes
good
me
thing.
feel
That's a
good.
good thing.
I'm by myself.
Okay, we have to have some type of okay, so going back to the trauma. Out of all the things that happened, what do you remember the most? Um, just about that day in general. Not necessarily about the event, even before the event. Like, what do you remember?
I just remember it was a good day. I had class with my friends. Went to lunch. Everything was good. So up until that, I felt good. I kind of felt like the old me.
Okay, that was a good day.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So out of the bad things you remember, does any one thing bother you more than other things, or what do you remember bad about?
What I remember bad about that day is feeling helpless. I didn't know when it would end.
I'm just gonna write some of your feelings. You felt helpless.
Yes.
What other types of feelings did you have?
Scared,
I can imagine I had to be very scared.
angry.
Alrighty. And while it was happening, did you have any feelings of like you'll be killed or seriously hurt?
Yes, that's why I said that I felt helpless. That's when I felt helpless. I didn't know,
What
what
was
was
going
going
to
to
happen?
happen.
And who do you blame? Is it anybody in particular you blame for the event? I mean,
Probably more so than anyone, myself.
yourself.
Myself.
I know, it's an old adage. It's not but why do you blame yourself?
I just think maybe, I try to be, maybe I was just being a little too friendly. I
Mm-hmm.
give off the wrong message. I think sometimes if I just maybe didn't act like that or didn't say that, they wouldn't have reacted the way they did.
Right. Um, just a fun fact. Well, not really a fun fact, but a fact. Is that one out of every four girls is sexually abused. So, you're not alone, and it's definitely not your fault. So have you been feeling guilty or
Yes,
shame?
I definitely been feeling guilty and ashamed to the point where I don't really want to face people just
Right. And
yet.
about in a day, or how often would you say that these feelings are, rising? Is it something that all day?
It's
Is it
always in the back of my mind every day, all day, every day.
okay?
Sometimes it hurts more than others. Those are the times I think that I start to feel withdrawn.
Mhm. Is there any time that you feel like you're not thinking about it? Like, what is your break? Like, do you have any point in time where you're not thinking about it, or you can just be embraced and engulfed in another activity that just takes your mind away from it?
Yeah, just mostly when I'm doing things that I used to enjoy, that I still try to enjoy. Like I was saying, going for walks, sometimes going to the
Hmm.
park. When I am around my family,